excited because I'm going to share with you my Dollar General shopping haul, and let's make a little space so I can actually lay some things out. Now, I did go live on Whatnot before this. If you're not signed up for Whatnot, you definitely want to do that right now using the link in the description box. So what you do is go to the description box, use that link, and get signed up, because I was able to notify people on Whatnot even faster than on YouTube once I started my shopping this morning, and I think people really enjoyed that heads up. So make sure you're signed up for Whatnot. The way you do that, again, is you're going to the description box. That's where you're going to find the link. That's the one you're going to use. And that's going to give you $15 to start shopping on Whatnot. And this is going to come in really handy if you see something that you like, because obviously when I do a Dollar General shopping haul, I have way more stuff that I'm going to use myself. So I do like to share some of my savings, especially with some of my Whatnot friends. So make sure you're signed up using that link. Let me kind of just flip this around so we can see what we're talking about here. My goodness. Now you're wondering, okay, now where did all this come from? I went to 4 different locations, and because of traffic, it kind of reverse routed me. And I'm glad that that happened, although I think that if I would have stuck to my original route, this wouldn't have been possible with traffic. But if I had done that, I might have found more items. But I'm really glad with some of the items that I found. In other words, I got better quality, even if I didn't get as many quantities as I otherwise would have. So the first thing I'm going to show you is at a couple of the locations, I got these canvas prints. And these are just gorgeous, aren't they? They come in, I think, 2 different designs. And they were originally marked at $5. People left them behind, so I picked them up for 1 penny each. So this is maybe design number 1. Let's look at the other one together. And, you know, when you're shopping with me on Whatnot, you're definitely going to be able to find some super savings on things like this, because they're in perfect condition. Look at that. How amazing. So I think they come in these 2 different designs, but for those of you who want to look at the barcodes, let's see if we can do that for you. Here we go. So this is barcode number 1. This is called Shoreline. And this is barcode number 2. Let's see what we... it's also called Shoreline, but they are different numbers. They are different numbers, so 2 different shorelines. So altogether, I got 8 of these, and I think I basically got the. I think I got pairs, but whether or not, it doesn't really matter. They were a penny. How amazing is that? Now, one thing for those of you who don't do a lot of extreme discount shopping at Dollar General, I'm trying to avoid saying penny shopping, because, you know, some of the stuff that I got did turn out to be 90% off. Now, I'm not mad about it, because there's a very good story that comes along with that and some amazing stuff. So here we go. So yeah, I got 8 of those total. And you might look for that this type of a display box. The key is looking at the green dots. You do want to scan everything. And that's where I ran into a little bit of trouble this morning, is when I was live on Whatnot, for whatever reason, the scan feature just stopped working for me. So I had to wing it. I basically had to cut my Whatnot live short and just start grabbing things I thought would ring up for a penny. Now, it's always better to scan using the Dollar General app. For those of you who haven't watched all of my YouTube videos, you're going to do that. After you've signed up for Whatnot, the next thing you'll do is you'll go back to the YouTube channel, and it's all the same username, Stay Home to Shop, one word, common spelling, and you're going to get caught up on all of those YouTube videos, because I do go into a little bit of background on some of my past hauls from Dollar General, and I talk a little bit about some of the different stores where I'm able to find things, the different locations, kind of not really hiding spots, but good places to locate items. This is a lantern. I did find a secondary one at a different location, so each had one. And I think they do match, but this is the tag style you're looking for. I will also send you over to Christie's Connections, assuming you haven't already been there, Kristies. She does a lot of updates on what items are selling for a penny at Dollar General, and I think that's just terrific. But again, you've got plenty to watch before you ever make it there. So you're going to watch all of my videos, and you're going to be set up on Whatnot. So you should be pretty well set for a little while. Okay, so this is one receipt I want to go through with you guys. Now, for those of you who are frequent shoppers at Dollar General, you will sometimes notice that there's a difference between the cash register systems. Less and less these days. However, sometimes items are not ringing up at a penny necessarily, but they're ringing up at a reduced price like 90% off, and then it's taking off that remainder to get it down to a penny. So this is a store that was happening. It can definitely throw the staff off a little bit though, because they know what they're accustomed to seeing, and so sometimes if they don't see it ring up at a penny, they might think that you know, it's going to stay that higher price. It wasn't. It was fine with me. I just kept saying, okay, keep going, please. Just keep adding stuff. So this is another lantern, and then we've also got this solar guy. How cool is that? A little solar lantern right there. Not exactly sure how it works, but we'll have plenty of time to figure that out. And this was also a penny. Look at that. A metal solar lantern. How eco-friendly. And we do have the other candle lantern. I think they say to put flameless candles or decoration only. Plenty you can do with that. And obviously it does have more of an expensive look than what it really is. So definitely a nice style there. I will chase down that plastic bag that flew away. I found a lot of flowers. Some bargain hunters intentionally avoid flowers. I am not that one. I love finding flowers because I've actually sold a lot of flowers on Whatnot. And not only flowers from Dollar General, I've also sold flowers that I've gotten in Michael's clearance boxes. Sometimes they come stuffed full of flowers and people just like kind of like say, ugh. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect because somebody's going to want those and I can make them a really good deal on it. Plus they hardly weigh anything. So they're really, really inexpensive to ship. Let me pop this leaf back on. Now with, you know, 1 penny items or even 90% off, you're getting kind of the last of what's left. So I don't ever expect things to be in perfect condition, but I got some really good stuff here. Oops. I guess you probably want to see the barcode. And again, we're seeing that green dot there, but not every green dot it was ringing up for a penny. This is why, again, when you're watching my videos, I kind of explain my process of how I go through and find this stuff. These vases are really cute. Now, this is a strange one because this has a purple dot. A lot of purple dot items were not ringing up for a penny. A lot of purple dot had sort of reset, but then some of it didn't, and it wasn't really consistent at different locations. So I would tell you, scan inside the Dollar General app using the store location you're actually shopping at. That's a key thing. But if the system's down, you can't really force it. And I know you like this live video, so go ahead and hit that like button. I've given you tons and tons of fun diversions, like signing up for Whatnot, watching my other YouTube videos, and hitting the like button. Those are all really, really good ways to get the best quality content that YouTube has for you, because there's, oh gosh, tons and tons of videos you could be watching at any one moment. This is another purple dot. And like I said, between different locations, some were ringing up for a penny, some were not. So just kind of keep that in mind. Whatever the cash register says is the correct answer. And that can differ. Again, it does depend somewhat on whether it's a newer register software or the original register software. And I won't get into all that technicality because it just gets confusing. Okay, so hi. We have one of those. Loves to get tangled up in things. I found another one without a tag, and I left it on the shelf. Pretty much if this stuff doesn't have tags, it's basically kind of just gonna rot there. But I wasn't about to go try to fetch it from my car and prove to them that it was really a penny. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go back to this one. So which stop was this? This was my first stop. And it's all mixed together, but the very, very first stop, and this was all determined by traffic. I spent, how much was it? 53 cents. I spent 53 cents. So I gave them $1.03, they gave me 50 cents in change. That also includes this table, and that also includes all of this kindling wood that I think would be perfect for craft projects. check your barbecue carts, but also check your seasonal aisles, because this was just mixed in with some of the fall seasonal. And you know, when they do this seasonal overlap, that's very easy to mix in with fall stuff. So not all firewood and fire accessories are going to be a penny, but that is. And I just found it on a shelf. So now they've got plenty of shelf space. They can put in some additional products. Oh, I just love shopping at Dollar General because they have such a huge variety. Looking at the florals, what you want to do is go for the ones that have these types of tags that are actually stuck onto the stem. The ones that are like hang tags, those are not showing up. Those are not coming up at a penny. So I'm just giving you an example here. But with every season, there always are going to be those exceptions. So it's best to scan them, you know, scan every variety. And then if you find multiples of a variety, it's safe to think, okay, they'll all be a penny if they've got that same type of tag. But this is the other tag I'm telling you to be aware of. Again, purple dot is not ringing up for a penny at all locations. This one did. I just lucked out. It's 50-50. It's whether it's an old or new system and whether or not it was late enough in the day, because some of the older systems do take a few hours for those final price resets to come through. So I'm just giving you a little bit of my experience, sharing my experience, because none of it makes sense. But when you watch my videos and you're doing your shopping with me on Whatnot, you're going to find out that this creative chaos somehow always works out in our favor, right? We always seem to get some pretty good deals and bargains no matter what. This was just an oddball. I think this was leftover from a previous markdown. But these are the kinds of things. Some clearance shoppers will not go for like wall decor. Some will skip flowers. So I like to look at those areas. It's usually pretty easy for me to find some good deals there. This is another green dot. I'm going to show, hold on. Nope, purple dot, correcting myself. So this is a purple dot that was ringing up for 1 penny. And I really like this one. If anybody's shopped at Dollar General in the past, you know that this is like, they do like one style of these each year. And this is one of the more recent ones. In the past, they've done some that are blue, but this is like handmade paper. And it's got a really nice, expensive feel to it. I think I could just like rub that off. It doesn't really matter. It's all meant to be rustic. So you are getting quite the showcase, aren't you? Oops. Look at this. Look at what we've got going on down here. I know. We've also got some Taco Bell that fell over. But look at how sturdy that is. Quality tested. Definitely quality tested. And the other thing is, you know, like I said, if it's the last of the last, you're sort of seeing after it's already been put through its, you know, it's crash test, because people will have picked it up, they will have thrown it back, it will put it in the wrong shelf, gotten stuck under things, between things. So a lot of this merchandise is definitely quality tested in store. And these were all coming up for a penny. You're seeing a lot of similarities. Yes, the staff let me keep the flower box at one of the locations because I literally found that under the tiered tables. When you walk into one of the larger format stores where they have an entire center section devoted to home goods, the front area has 3 layered tables. They're called tier tables. I always look under there to see what got stuck there, because there's usually something there. The only time there isn't is when somebody else has beat me to that location. So this table was under a tier table. Those flowers were under a tier table. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about our diversion. As I mentioned, not every purple dot was ringing up for a penny. So these were ringing up for 90% off. And this location was a real treat for me because I was going in reverse traffic order. I stopped at a location I normally drive past. I have not had good experiences customer service wise at this particular stop. However, the manager was working and she was so friendly. She was the exact opposite of everybody else I've ever encountered there. She was so nice and helpful that I was buying stuff even if it was 90% off, because she was willing to do price checks, which I would never initiate that request. Okay, but she was being very helpful. The rule is do not talk to the Dollar General employees about penny shopping. It just does not lead anywhere good. This is the rarest of rare exceptions, and she's being very helpful. She even pointed out some of these rugs that she thought were going to ring up for a penny. They ring up 90% off, and I'm not mad about it. Okay, here's another treat for you guys who are still watching, because the more you watch of my stuff, the better the secrets get. Okay, now when it's time for green dot to go out of season, which is basically at the end of the summer, the very end of the summer, outdoor pillows will be included in that. And this one, doesn't have a tag that's really obvious. However, I can tell by the way the fabric feels, and what I'll do is I'll just run my hand on the pillow wall and see if any of them feel like that outdoor fabric. This was one of them. So yes, I got it for a penny. It was originally $10, and I got it for 1 penny. It's a cute little gnome with some bees, but this would have just gotten stuck inside that pillow shelf and sat there for however many months if I hadn't actually taken the time to look for it. So I look for outdoor pillows. Look for pillows that have that outdoor fabric that feel a little different than just your standard fabrics. That's an easy way to find some really good deals. Now with these pillows, because they're standard sizes, you can always put shams around them if you don't necessarily enjoy this particular pattern, though it is going to be removable washable cover. So this will be sold on Whatnot probably for at least $5. But yeah, it's got that washable removable cover. Ooh, goody. Okay, dinnerware. For those of you who like to mix and match and also just give gifts with dinnerware, what a fabulous time to look for these patterns. This pattern is showing up at a penny. I got salad plates. I didn't get dinner plates or mugs. I didn't see anything else there. But this whole collection should be showing up at a penny. I'm going to show you 2 other collections, and again, this is why you're going to want to watch all of my other YouTube videos, because when you go back and you look at different collections that I've shown you, if you find those random patterns, you can really score some good deals. So this is also a penny, this pattern. There's a plastic tray that has the same motif. I did not get a chance to scan it because my internet just was not working. The scan feature just was not working for like 2 hours. So I would tell people, scan that tray if you see it in store. This pattern also is no longer, so what a good deal. And perfect fall colors. Very nice, very giftable, very craftable. I know that's why you like this video so much, because I'm explaining all this fun stuff to you. So those are the patterns that I have, and I have multiples of those salad plates. Those are really easy mix and match. And even if you just don't want to, use a paper plate, I mean, for a penny, hello. I know you love this stuff. That's why I'm going to turn you around, because you're enjoying this so much. Make sure you're signed up for Whatnot using that link in the description box. Do not cheat yourself out of that $15 you could be shopping with. Whether you spend it with me or anyone on the platform, totally your call and totally fine with whatever. Okay, now I am going to tell you, these baskets, I found a few of them, and I actually found another few colors, and really these had clearance products inside of them. So the key is, when you see a basket full of clearance stuff, think about, is the basket also on its way out? And the answer here is yes. They made it super easy because it's on the bottom. Sometimes the tags are on the inside and you have to empty the whole basket. This was so easy. I just had to look underneath. And I found 4 of these really good sized baskets, all for 1 penny. You might think that I am a custom florist. Not so much, but look what a beautiful arrangement we have with that. This is all from one location. Is that not the best? Yes, the base was a penny, and then each of the stems was a penny, and we'll just put that one right back in there if it did or didn't come with it. But I still have so many other floral creations I could make with this. How fantabulous is that? I mean, anybody could be a master designer with this much material to work with. Let's keep it moving. So if you're ready to mix up some margaritas or pour some water, look at that. Is that not the neatest thing? That blue glass, I'm going to show you that. Also on the bottom, we see the green dot. But be aware, not every green dot accessory was ringing up for a penny. So I'm showing you specifically which ones I had success with. Because I think I showed you how long this receipt is. There's a lot here. Wait, this is the 53-cent one? Okay, never mind. We already looked at that. And we looked at, I think maybe other colors in the same base series. And what else did we see? Or what else do we need to look at? I also have candles. Yes, there are candles. Oh, everything's blowing away now. Um, I would say I scored well here. I would also tell you though, this is not the biggest haul I've ever done, and this is why I'm glad that I reversed course. I ended at the location I normally would start with, and that location told me there were 3 other people who had cleared out their shelves before I got there. So I'm finding really the leftover of the leftovers of the leftovers. Whereas if I would have started there, I probably would have had more than one shopping cart. I've done that in the past. You'll see that in my YouTube videos. But the quality of stuff I was finding at other locations, I've not found at that particular one. So I kind of like upped the quality a little bit, just inadvertently. If you see this candle holder, definitely go for it. It'll probably look like that sitting on the top shelf. They're really easy to miss, and nothing screams summer or seasonal about them, but you can look for that. That is a green clover at the bottom, and the season is S23, which I think is spring 23. S I think is summer, and S is spring. It could be reversed. Also, your travel accessories are also going to have that green clover. Excuse me with my dirty nails. But this was one of them. I think I also found one in blue. And then these boxes, look at these boxes. There's also a variety that came in a blue color. Same pattern on the top. Same diamond pattern up at the top. And these, I think one location I did pay 50 cents for one. I'm still okay with it. It doesn't bother me. It's not upsetting me. It's not going to ruin the rest of my life. Especially if you bring on the cozy. Yeah. Okay, lots and lots and lots of flowers, right? Okay, what else have we got going on here? Oh, we do have these barbecue brushes. Yes, check out your barbecue carts. Now, this was a location that out front had a barbecue cart still set up. I did not scan all of the charcoal and stuff, but I did scan the barbecue brushes. I also scanned the aluminum grill trays, and the cashier said that she hoped there would be some left or something. She made a comment, and I said, look, after I paid for everything, I said, I'm just going to leave those, and you can donate them to whoever wants them. Basically, keep them for yourself, because I still have some left from last year that I'm using, and they're definitely a good deal. They're like the aluminum that has like the holes in it. I had a whole box. There was like 20 2-packs. So I just left them with her, and she's really awesome. She's actually she's one of my favorites, but she does not give me any special secrets, favors, tips, anything like that. This is a Dolly Parton piece. All of Dolly Parton's items are actually serial numbered with that hologram, so this is not inexpensive stuff, or this is not throwaway stuff. Dolly Parton takes her brand very seriously, so just know that. That is something that collectors go for. This is another plant we have. Whether you do or don't like gardening, you can look like you do. Okay, we've got more fun stuff in here. Okay, look at this fun collection. Now, with these clovered pieces, purple clover, pink price, that combo is working. But there were a few random things that didn't scan at $1. They were like little cake stands. But then, they kind of coordinated with this sort of stuff, so it gets a little confusing. Scan, scan, scan if you can. If you can't, I'm showing stuff that actually did work. And cheers to that. So congratulations to you. I know you're using that sign-up code in the description box to get your $15 to shop on whatnot. This little dirty silicone thing, this actually has one that fits exactly inside it. It's a different color. It is not tagged the same, so just look for this tag. Look for this tag, okay? There was like another green one that is just part of their core collection, and Dollar General is known to do that. What they'll do is they'll just order like half of their stuff with these seasonal tags and then half of the stuff with the year-round tags. And if you luck out and you find a location that has a bunch of the seasonals left, at the very, very end, it's now ringing up for 1 penny. Okay, let's look at this store receipt because this is different, right? Let's see what oh yeah, this is definitely different. Okay, so this is the one that I scored really big at, except it looks like I got a lot more than I did only because I bought some orange juice. I skipped lunch, so $4.95 was actually orange juice. So you kind of have to do a little bit of math here from the $6.51 that I paid. I still definitely got more than 100 items at 1 penny, even though, again, just the way their receipts are printing, it's looking like it's costing more, and then it's doing these promotional adjustment credits to take it down to a penny. So just something to keep in mind. Don't panic at the register. But don't be afraid to ask if they'll let you take something off if it really turns out to be full price, because it's easy to find things that just were the exception. And the staff that I dealt with today at all the different locations, they were totally cool with it. They were totally nice about it. They did not make a big stink about any of it. Surprisingly, not always are these outdoor rugs a penny. This one is. It's a penny. It's a penny. So look for your outdoor turf rug. And this is perfect for crafting all year round, even if you do or don't want to use it as a rug. Oh, look, I got a bread box. What a gorgeous piece. Like, seriously, no dents, no scratches, no dings, at least not until now. And this was also a penny. And look at that. What a beautiful gift box for the holidays. And this could be Christmas. It could be any holiday, though. And you could just tie a ribbon around it, fill it up with something really special. Maybe a person's expecting to find bread in there, and then they find something even more wonderful and miraculous, like the gift of a stay home to shop video. Okay, these are the other grill brushes that I found. Different stores have... Okay, let me tell you this. I go by the old school rules when it comes to penny shopping. Never talk to the staff about it. And different stores will or won't allow you to go back and buy more of an item if you find out that one of them is a penny. This store was really amazing because I had a suspicion it was going to ring up for a penny. I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't empty the rack. As we were wrapping things up and getting to the end, I said, "Can I just go grab them all?" And she said yes. So because the legitimate rule, or the official rule, is no, you can buy the one that you put in your cart, and then they're supposed to go take the other ones away so that other people don't get to buy them for a penny. That's the official old school way of doing things. Different stores have come up with interesting interpretations. I really don't want to get into the drama because I didn't really have any today, but it's very easy to get caught up in these ridiculous scenarios. So just watch out. But this is gorgeous, isn't it? Does that not scream spa to you? Yes, it does. And it says 1 penny. This one did not have a tag. So if you find one that does, that will also scan, sometimes they will use a coordinating tag, which they did there. However, with some collections, these could ring up at different prices. Don't ask me why. It's just the weirdest thing. But I saw that happening today on a few things, not necessarily those. I actually found some really good candles. There are 4 different fragrances of these candles, and I'm going to tell you where I found them. In the holiday aisle, in the Christmas section, they have red and green candle tins that are the exact same size. So these were just tucked behind those. So that's where I would suggest looking. Go look and see if you can find this size candle. It's going to look like a peppermint or something on the shelf. See if there's anything stuck behind it, because it's so easy for the staff to mix the two up. I mean, it's really hard to tell unless you're flipping everyone over and seeing, oh, this is a spring item, not a holiday item or a fall item. But I'm going to open it up just so we can all enjoy the Mandarin glow. And if you're enjoying this, I know you're hitting that like button. If you hit it twice, I think it unlikes it. Unlikes it. So make sure you only hit it once. And if you hit it twice, hit it again. It's a 3-wick and perfect condition. Absolutely zero dust, no scratches, no nothing. You're seeing just tons and tons of those cookie cutters. I think I got them in every shape. So I guess somebody in my life will be making cookies, or somebody on Whatnot will be getting quite the baker's collection deal, right? because I've got them in all kinds, and perfect for kids too if you want to use them for tracing. Okay, oh, fly swatters. Okay, hold on a second. Have you been naughty or nice? Because I'm going to whack you. I have been paying for these. Like, literally, I went to Walmart. I paid like $1 something for two. And I thought I got a good deal. But you know what? For a penny to get two, I got tons of these. These were all, I should tell you the secret, these were all located in the dollar aisle. These items themselves are not shelf slotted to be in that aisle, but it's really easy for staff to just tuck them in that dollar deals. They have like the little green flags, the green colored flags on one aisle of every Dollar General should have dollar deals. This is where I was finding these things. And that's why they had so many, because people didn't think to go look there. They were looking at the seasonal section, and they were looking at other areas like maybe housewares, but they weren't looking in that dollar aisle. And that's where I was finding all this fun stuff. Okay, so again, wall decor, keep looking. I think I mentioned this in the Whatnot video, but look for wall decor that doesn't have cardboard covering the corners. That's usually a giveaway that it will cycle through in a season and then go to a penny. So these went to a penny. This is from spring of this year, S25. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, but here's another, look at that. Does that not look like it costs more than a penny? Cherry blossom and kiwi. I'll show you the other ones because there's also coconut caramel. Delicious. Oh, and look at this. How easy would this be to miss in a holiday display? Super easy to overlook. And you could find a whole stack of them depending on the store you go to. So lemon cream cake. I'm just going to flip that one over. Now, if you go into your Dollar General app and you start entering these barcodes, trying to find out which locations have them in stock, those are always wrong. They 100% of the time will be wrong. So please don't go chasing false inventory counts. Just know when you go to the store and you start looking for the green dots or the other giveaways, just scan it with your phone, get the Dollar General app installed, and you can find this stuff. And this was just tucked in with the regular houseware section. It's a Dolly Parton. What would Dolly do? I guess cookie carrier. Is that what it says? Snack box. Snack box with a mat. Okay, so I won't completely undo this, but there's another design here, Raised on Dolly. Now, Dolly also has a Christmas collection. So this would be the summer style. So be aware there are going to be some Dolly pieces that are holiday collection, but they're going to have different tags. And I think a lot of the stuff has red tags, but since I don't have one in front of me, I can't say that 100% for sure, but I'll smack you again. Oh, by the way, there are these little hand-shaped ones also. Are you not loving this? How could you not love that? Look at that. Look at that large stack laundry basket. Look at all the stuff I'm fitting in here. Okay, so now we're getting down to the doormats that the store manager gave me. She found 3 that she thought were going to be a penny. These ring up 90% off, and I'm not mad at her. But she found them, and she's like, do you want them? Because I don't want to have to, like, throw them away. I'm like, yes, I will take them. Thank you very much. Here's another one. Oh, wait. Anything we haven't seen before? Or that might be the same one. Okay, hold on. We got more fun stuff in here. Oh, look at this. Look at blue. Okay, now this is a weird one. I would have to double check my receipts. Some of these tags were not ringing up for a penny or even 90% off. They were ringing up like maybe 50% off or some weird number. So just beware. Again, this could depend on which cash register software your store is running. It could also make a difference if the price had updated in time today or if it had not done it yet today. So by tomorrow, if it's gonna be a penny, here, you can check it. Just use that barcode, write that number down or take a screenshot. You can test out this barcode and see if it shows up for a penny at any of your locations. Now, when you go into the Dollar General app, it'll usually say 0.00. That is 1 penny. Okay, it often doesn't say 0.01 anymore, but it would say one of those two if it was going to ring up for a penny. Okay, this is the creamer. Again, another Dolly Parton branded piece. How gorgeous. And, really good for coffees, but also for syrup. How delicious would that be? Okay, hold on. We've got more fun stuff here. Oh, I found this thing. Again, these tags here, these are like Mother's Day tags. So be very aware or careful when you see that purple on top of the green dot, because it might not ring up for a penny. Some of the locations it was working fantastic. Some of them it wasn't. Not worth debating or fighting, because again, the rule is if it rings up for a penny, you can buy it for a penny. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So this is another one. These cute little cups with straws. These are all, I think I got 4 of those total. I have made a total mess out of everything here. My goodness. Oh, these cute little things. This I actually found, I'm going to tell you where I found it. I found it in the bath section. So where they have like the bath accessories. I think somebody just imagined this like was for a bath. It's really not. It's a birdhouse that's clear. It just looks like one of those plastic organizers. So it was put there. But these were ringing up for a penny. However, not every green clover was. So I'm giving you lots and lots of reasons why you want to scan, and watch all of my YouTube videos, because as I show you more, you can save even more time and money that way. This is a cute little hanging wall metal planter. Oh, and if I'm really good, I'm even going to show you some vases that you wouldn't have thought would be garden, but they are. And there's a whole collection of them, and they come in different colors. Okay, this is a piece that I'm talking about when I tell you they were not all ringing up the same. So there's like an orange version of this. This was ringing up a penny. The orange version was not. This could all get fixed in a day, or it could just stay that way. Because Dollar General is just strange sometimes, where it'll have these really weird exceptions, but it won't be obvious why, if there even is a reason for it. Okay, now these are cute little plates, but these are more like giftables or tchotchke plates, so you should find these more in your seasonal sections, not necessarily with your dinnerware, but depending on your store and the staff, this could get mixed in. Let's see, I think there's 3 different patterns. And how fantastic would this be as a gift set? I mean, just absolutely delightful. Does it say not for food? Yeah, it says not intended for food use. So yeah, definitely very giftable, okay? And this is the one that was on top. So when we're talking about red and green, this is what you're seeing as you're walking past the shelf. You're seeing that green on top of a stack full of these. So just know that these are easy to mix in with your Christmas holiday. I found one of these little spice jars. Cute little thing. Oh, and then here's another thing I should show you guys is, I mean, we've definitely gotten the idea that, some of the botanicals, check those out. But the thing I should tell you about this is these fragrance sachets. Okay, I want you to look at these. I want you to look for this one. There are others that are the same size, the same, like similar packaging and everything, but look for the ones that have the green dot at the top. The other ones just say $3. So look for any that say, that have that green dot. And this is the one fragrance that I found. I found it mixed in with the other fragrances that are full price. And I also found some separate in a display box. Okay, these again are more decor pieces that are seasonal decor pieces. We have another basket. I think we got through all that. We got to go all the way to the other side of the car. But look at all this fun stuff. Look at you. Look, we're already getting cozy outside. Oh yes, and I did tell all of my Whatnot friends earlier, when I go out on my penny hauls, I intentionally do not dress well. I intentionally want to look like I have no money. And I will actually hold up a little plastic baggie with change when I pay so that they don't give me a hard time. Like, if you have like a shopping cart full of stuff and then you start pulling out a stack of $100 bills, they might want to give you a hard time. Oh, but yeah, that was the other weird thing at one of the locations was their credit card thing was down. So this turned out to be a penny. How cool is that? Because green clover. Green clover. One person I will tell you is really good about spotting off-cycle pieces is E, as in the letter E, like Ernie, Z, the letter Z, like zebra, penny shopping, check out E's channel, because Easy Penny Shopping has been on the lookout for those clover pieces for a while. And that's really the only reason I knew to keep checking and checking and checking. But we've definitely got some really cool plastic stuff here. Ooh, look, I've got some mats here. Okay, tablecloths. I'm glad you're still watching. This is important for you to know this. Tablecloths with green dots were not ringing up at all on discount. So packaged tablecloths, when you go to the houseware section, you might see those on an end cap. That none of them were ringing up for any discount. So just be aware of that. They may later discount, but right now I'd say forget about it and skip it. It's not worth the headache or the hassle, because none of them. Here we've got another travel bag. So look, like his and his, hers and hers, his and hers. One gets blue, one gets pink. Got these cute little food picks. Who doesn't like to be a star? Okay, so I've got these mats, and you know, if you find that they're identical, but maybe one doesn't have a price tag, usually they'll just let you, you know, scan an extra one. So usually if you can find the exact identical item, they'll let it go, but they don't have to. The rule is if it scans, you get it for a penny. If it doesn't scan, you don't get it for a penny. Okay, so coming back here, look, we've got even more flowers. Look, we've got almost a full flower market. I don't really think I need to take out the whole box, but look at all the varieties. And when you actually go in store, you're going to be able to tell the difference when you feel the material. When you actually, if you just grab the flowers, you're going to feel the difference between this and the other styles. These are a little less substantial, and they should have those attached tags. But I did mention there are some with the hang tags with purple dots that are still scanning. So keep scanning and scanning and scanning. But yeah, these are just really easy to feel for. If you've got like a whole bunch and you're feeling through them, just feel and see if you can find the ones with the tags on the stems. These are all pretty recent. I don't think any of these are left over from years past. But I did find a fall one from like a year ago, and it also scanned for a penny. So that was pretty cool, because none of the fall stuff is marked down yet. So yeah, so we got lots and lots of good floral blooms. We've got tulips, we've got daisies, we've got poppies, we've got just all kinds of good stuff. We do have the table still, so let's see if we can kind of like pry this one loose. Maybe we've gone through enough stuff. I guess I should see if there's something in the chat. Let me look. Let me look. Okay, no, we're good. I don't see anything. Okay. Because you're so busy signing up or whatnot. Okay, so this is really cool. Oh, love these rosemary. You know, some of this greenery really does work really well in like window displays and things where it might not get enough light to grow, but you still want to give it that extra little pop. Okay, so over here we have our table. And that is just so nice. Look at how nice that table is. This was sitting underneath one of those tier table displays. And if I'm really bad, and I showed you last year, I got this chair last year. So this is like a season ago. This is now. So yeah, you will still find some furniture pieces. Okay, I want to show you the mats. Oh wait, there's more stuff. Okay, well there's more stuff, so you probably want to see that too. So this is another welcome mat, and then something broke. Okay, but it was a penny, so we're not that upset about it. It would have been nice if we could have kept it, but you know, something's gonna have to go. And I should live more simply, so should you. Okay, I only found one of these, but there was a whole box display for this. So keep your eye out for that. That was on a bottom shelf with the Christmas stuff. Oh, found this too. This is adorable. Does that not look so cottagecore shabby chic? Look at that. And again, that handmade paper, that you can really tell. Really good stuff there. Okay, I'm trying to get this mat out because I like this mat. I actually like them all, and I actually threw away a mat, but this one's going to be the hardest to keep clean. But look at the quality. Look at that. It's got the rubberized back, plus it's got your texture here, and it says welcome. It's like you're a cheetah. Okay, what did we break? We broke the vases, or some vases. So let's see. Oh, well, you know what? We were doubtful if this was supposed to be. So maybe it wasn't supposed to be. I need to find you guys though the two maroon vases, because those are the ones you're going to want to look for. They're right here. Okay, this is the design. And actually, as I've said, this comes in 3 colors, green and gray, I believe, in addition to this. It also does have a twine that wraps around the top of it. It's not that important. It came off, but there you'll see like a little twine bow. And these are actually considered garden. So look around your stores, because depending on where they are on the shelf, you might just see something like that. And, you know, the staff may have even put like holiday florals in there, not realizing these are summer garden, but they come in 3 different colors. So I found the red ones, but there also are green and I think gray. In the past, they've had it in cream. I don't think they've done that this year. But I'm going to show you the other fly swatter, because I'm going to have to clean up this broken glass. What else are we doing? I think that's pretty much everything worth seeing, because everything else is just going to be a duplicate. But there actually is a fly swatter design that's a hand. It's kind of, oh, look at that. Look at how cute that is. Okay, so this is your twine. This is what you're going to see up at the top if the vase is complete. And then this is another faux arrangement, but look at how cute that is. That is just delightful. So anyway, okay, so this is all together. We're talking about 4 stores, 4 different locations. Not the biggest and most I've ever found, but a lot of good stuff. I'm really happy with the towels. I love the art. Anytime I can get a piece of furniture for a penny, I can find something to use it for. Of course I can. These are going to be perfect for crafts. No one in my neighborhood is going to have an unclean grill this year. I don't know. I made a joke earlier about pitcher and then everybody disappeared. But yeah, perfect for margaritas or water or whatever. And then I'm just doing a one more time to see if I missed anything important. I'm sad about the little planter, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I would have never actually been able to grow anything in that. It would have definitely been sold or as a gift. So for all that I got, I'm pretty happy overall. I mean, this is pretty amazing, especially considering I had no major drama. And I got some good stuff. And you've got stuff to look for now, because people are just going to walk right past that. They could walk right past that for another month, and you could get it for a penny if it's still... if they haven't reset the prices. Dollar General does reset prices a lot more frequently than they used to, but they've been doing it for a while. So this is actually a Clover item. This is a $10 Clover item base. I think this has also come in a few different colors. I think it's come in a orange for some reason, but this is a nice cranberry red, and it just naturally makes anybody a floral designer. Look at that. Just look at that. Okay, now people are going to ask you, once you start getting really good at finding these items on your own, if you do want to venture out into Dollar General, people are going to ask you, well, where do you hear about all this stuff, or who's your source? Here's what I'm going to tell you. I have found the best and only answer to give is, I tell them I just scan everything. I tell them I love to shop at Dollar General, and I just scan everything, and that's how I find the best deals. I do not tell them any specific name of any YouTube channel or any Facebook group or whatever, and they'll try to dig. They will really try to dig. But I just tell them, look, I scan everything in the store. And I leave it alone. I don't tell them specific sources, because frankly, you know, it's our job to shop and find the good deals. It's their job to pull the items if they can find them before we get there. But the reality is, it's so easy for this stuff to just kind of get blended in, because they have, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of different items. Some of them look basically identical to the regular year-round products, and in a few weeks they'll probably start getting another new batch of these for next season. So it's this constant cat and mouse game, I guess. I was thinking there was something else I was missing, but I don't know, maybe there's not. Maybe we've looked at everything. Okay, I'm just going to scan real quick for any cute things. Any questions, comments, concerns. And until the next time I see you, probably on Whatnot, I'm going to see a lot of you shopping with me on Whatnot, I'm sure. I hope you can stay home to shop. So thanks, everybody. And make sure you're watching all of my other YouTube videos right after this.